Hello, and welcome to the What's Up London show. I'm your host, Jennifer Slay. I acknowledge that I am currently in London, Ontario, which sits on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, the Napawak, and Shananton peoples. I am very grateful and appreciative to the Indigenous peoples and their ancestors for being able to call this land my home. I also acknowledge the sacrifices made by my ancestors who came before me, allowing me to be here and have the opportunities afforded to me. We have another eclectic show for you today. There's no theme, but lots of new and fun things that Londoners are getting into. Let's get right into it. Our first guest is going to talk to us about the London Senior Games. Did you know that this existed? I didn't, but I was very interested to learn more. Please meet Mary Krell, who will tell us all about the Summer Games and how it got started. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you very much, Jennifer.
I apologize if I didn't say your last name correctly.
No, that's okay. You wouldn't be the first time if it was not properly pronounced. Thank you.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about the London Senior Games.
Well, as you mentioned, you didn't know about it,
No.
and quite frankly, neither did I as of almost a year ago. And it was only when I was playing pickleball as part of the Huff and Puff organization here in the City of London that one of my player friends told me about the London Senior Games tournament that was happening, and would I be interested in playing? So that's how I learned about it, and it almost seems like we were a closely held secret. And with 151,000 folks who are over the age of 55 here in the City of London, that represents 30% of our population.
Yeah.
We have, as a board, and now I'm a board member on the London Senior Games, we have a bit of a climb to try to build that awareness, and I certainly acknowledge Rogers Cable for allowing us to come here on a program like this to be able to educate our community about what we have to offer.
For sure. And I mean, in order for this to happen, you have to have sponsors.
Absolutely.
Right? And so who are some of the people supporting, the different businesses supporting this event?
Well, thank you for asking that. As I mentioned, Rogers has been kind enough to provide us the venue for being able to talk about it. We also want to be very thankful for the City of London itself, who has offered to us the venues without cost, and that allows us to reduce the cost to our participants. But this year also we have a number of new sponsors who have stepped forward to help us in many different ways. Chartwell, for example, who has senior residences here in the community, is hosting two of our events. One is Bid Euchre and one is Cribbage, and they are also providing us cash towards other expenditures that we incur to put on the games and also to promote the games. We also have East Park, who will be hosting our 18-hole golf and our mini golf, and they are sponsoring us by reducing the participant fee and also providing us with cash resources to apply to our other expenditures. We have Bolt Signs, who will be providing us the mobile signs that we will be able to put up at venues along the city's parks to be able to advertise our upcoming games in May and June. And then lastly, we are quite pleased to have as our gold sponsor for the first time in 40 years of this organization. They will be our gold sponsor and providing us with over $6,000 in cash to be able to pay for the awards that we hand out at all of our events. And we have over 30 events, and they are categorized by gender, by age category, 55, 65, 75, as well as individual sports and team sports. So we give out over 600 of those awards every year.
And so who's the gold sponsor?
Retirement Living by Sifton. I'm pleased to have them as our sponsor this year.
Nice.
And for the next 5 years, they have made such a significant commitment to our organization.
And so if people want to be, it's 55 and over.
Yes.
Yeah. And if somebody wants to get involved, how can they do that?
involved as a participant or
As a
involved?
participant.
Okay, so thank you for asking that. Registrations will open April 1st, and they, I believe you've got the address, the URL address where they can register. It's for the Ontario Senior Games Association. They will need to register online. There's a $15 annual membership fee that they will pay, and that will entitle them to play not only for the summer games but also the fall games. And if they happen to win from the summer games, they will be eligible to play at the provincial games, which are being held in Brantford this August.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Well, good luck with the games. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun.
It will be.
Hoping that more people will get involved and sponsor, because this is going to bring people to their location, right?
It definitely will.
Yes, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having me, Jennifer.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Your happy place. Easy 1013, the perfect music mix.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
Night's action on Rogers TV.
Are you low on food? Struggling to pay the bills? Overwhelmed by life's challenges? When you need support but don't know where to turn, just dial 211. 211 connects you to the programs or services near you.
211, how can I help you?
211. Help starts here.
This is Rogers TV.
Welcome back. Get ready to hear about the latest new baseball novel, Switch Pitcher, by local author R. Bruce Stock. It's the entertaining story of how Carter Brown, a totally ambidextrous pitcher who's also gifted with eyesight that's 4 times better than normal, enters the bigs as a relief pitcher with the New York Americans. Except the batters can't hit him, in a word, because he's on and he's gone. He's turned baseball upside down while trying to survive threats to his life in a plot that has more turns and twists than a bag of ballpark pretzels. Bruce is here to tell us all about it. Welcome, Bruce.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. That was a beautiful summation. Thank you.
No problem. So this sounds like it is very entertaining, lots of twists like you were talking about. How did you come up with the idea for the book?
Well, I've always wondered. I first went to baseball games with Dad when I was a youngster, and for some reason I noticed that we had switch hitters, but there were no switch pitchers. And I asked Dad, and he said, "Gee, I don't know." So that was a problem for me as a youngster. Why not? So I just kept thinking about it all these years, and it finally dawned on me that it's all about musculature. And as a pitcher is developing that capability of throwing with whichever arm they prefer, the muscles are developing for that arm. If you don't do it on the other side all the time from the very earliest days, then you're not going to be able to throw it regularly. So Carter, as a baby playing on the floor with his parents, seemed to be ambidextrous to them, and they said, "Gee whiz, let's wait until he's old enough to understand, and then we'll make a suggestion to him, and we'll ask him if he'd like to do something that nobody else in the world has ever done before." "What's that?" "Well, Mom and Dad will teach you to throw with both arms." "Oh my. And if you want to do that, Carter, then We'll help you do it, and there's only going to be one rule. You can throw as many balls to mom and dad every day as you want. You can throw 10 or 100, but never from the same side twice. So he grows up developing that musculature, and then when he's in his early 20s, he breaks into the bigs, as you described, and the batters can't hit him.
Wow.
Isn't that exciting?
That's very interesting.
And when he's 13, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, go ahead.
When he's 13, they discover he's got this exceptional vision, 20/5s. So he can see from 20 feet what a person with normal vision can see from 5 feet. So when he's standing on the mound, he can see every single pore in that worried batter's face, and that's his fuel. And then when it's his turn to bat, what do you think the baseball looks like to him?
Well, he'd be able to see it coming anywhere.
A beach ball.
Yeah,
Here comes the beach ball. So he just waits and nails it out of the park.
So where can people find this book?
Well, there are 3 sources. The first one is down the road in Waterloo. It's called volumesdirect.com. And the next is chapters or indigo.com. And the third is Amazon.
Okay.
And when you go to Amazon, you have a choice of either the paperback or a Kindle ebook.
Okay. So the Kindle ebook, that's the listening. People can audio. Or is
it's an electronic device.
Got it.
That you put in your pocket or purse, and you can. It's phenomenal. It's revolutionized reading because it is. What am I doing? Promoting Kindle?
We're promoting the book.
I'll stop right there.
No problem. And so you were saying that this is your 3rd book,
yes,
actually.
Ma'am.
So tell us a little bit about your other books.
Oh, well, the first one was called Sleeping at Rideau Hall. I had the pleasure and privilege, really, of being an aide-de-camp to Governor General Madame Vanier.
Okay.
So 50 years after I left, I wrote a book about my experiences there.
Okay.
Then my second book was my own biography. And because my initials are BS, I called it Pure BS.
I love it.
So this is my 3rd book. And the 4th is the story that Canadians have never expected. It's called Promise Kept. And it's the story of how Canadian veterans become a little bit disenchanted with the way the country's heading. And after doing all the research, they find out, because they'd rather bitch and moan, that's what veterans like to do. They find out that the only way they can make a legitimate difference in the future of their country is to form their own political party, which they never, ever imagined they would do. But next summer in Winnipeg, at their very first national conference, they have to elect a party president. And on the second ballot, they elect an Algonquin woman who's an ex-fighter pilot.
Okay.
And everybody's really excited because they think that if the party can persuade the Canadian public that they are an attractive alternative to the way things are going, then, and the party wins the election, she'll become the first female Indigenous Prime Minister. And they all love that project.
And that's your 4th, that's going to be the one that's after this one.
Correct.
Okay, so we can find this one online, 3 different resources that you told us about, and Tim will make sure to be putting that across the screen. Congratulations, this is wonderful, awesome, and I wish you the best of luck with it.
You're very kind, Jennifer, great to be with you. You're a fabulous host.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Hi, I'm Dan Mailer. I'm the host of London Lights, the show where we talk about notable Londoners who have made a big mark, big impact on the world of music, entertainment, sports, politics.
I'm Mike Jack. I've broken multiple world records for eating some of the world's hottest peppers. Now, I'm challenging London restaurants to make some of the world's hottest food. Watch Jack Up the Heat Mondays at 5:30.
Jeff from Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff. We're back for season 3. We've had the opportunity to see some great backyards and have some great barbecue. Join us, Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff.
Your mouth can do a lot of amazing things. And your mouth can save a life. Hi, I'm Tom Wong. I'm just one of close to 1,000 Canadians in search of a stem cell match. We need your help. A simple swab is all you need to register on the National Stem Cell Database. You could be the one to save a life. Find the hero in you.
You're watching Rogers TV, London.
Welcome back. Oftentimes, when people or businesses are kind or go above and beyond, they do it because, well, it's the right thing to do, and they don't expect recognition. But let's be honest, who is going to get upset with being shown a little bit of appreciation? Michelle Paradis is the creator of Humans of #London Ontario project, which is a project created to spread kindness by recognizing individuals and local businesses that do so much behind the scenes and don't receive praise. Her main goal is to give them that praise. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you. When you say it like that, it sounds so good. It's amazing.
Well, it is amazing. Where did the idea come from?
Honestly, it says it on the main page of the website. So I've done a lot of projects. I start them and then I never finish them. And I try, you know, like you get these business ideas and you start, and I'm like that. I sit down and I think for like 5 hours on an idea and then I'm like, we're doing it right now. And then I'm just like, I can't anymore because I'm a community person. So then COVID happened, my place of employment closed down. And then I was sitting there and I'm like, you know what is it really that I want to do and what do I want to show to the community? And then so I thought of Humans of London. I looked at Humans of New York and Humans of Bombay and I was like, maybe we can implement this, but like in a way to show everyone else in the community that does good. So I created Humans of London, Ontario.
Nice. So how does somebody get nominated? Like, how do you select people?
So it's really simple, actually. You just go to www.humansoflondon.com and it's all one page, basically, for the nomination process. It shows a little bit about it, and the blurb of what I just said is, I just wanted to do this. And then you go down, and it's just a simple form. Your name, so nomination form of what your name is, who you want to nominate, why you want to nominate them, if you want to stay anonymous, and then obviously if you want to subscribe to our newsletter. So yeah, it's that simple. And then it just comes to my email and then we go through it.
Okay. Yeah. And so that's the nomination process.
Yes.
And then right now, like, just bring me through the journey of you get nominated and then...
So the journey is actually very family oriented currently because I do everything myself and everything's at home on our computer. So the nominations come in, which has been slow because we want to get out there and not too many people know about us. So we have 2 articles so far that I've written. And then the nominations came in and my children and my partner, I asked them to read through them and pick one. So that's kind of what the family orientation is. And then I just kind of call them or email them or message them on Facebook, ask them some questions, ask them to send me some media like pictures or videos, write an article on them based on their expression and their emotion on what they feel and how they feel about doing what they do, and then just post the article, giving them praise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really wonderful thing. And so the businesses, you said that you've done 2 so far.
Yeah, so Risk Takers was the first one. So it's actually a nationwide organization, and then London has their own, I think 2 chapters here in London. And it's basically recovering addicts and then people who are on the verge of homelessness. I don't want to quote it because I don't want to be wrong. But it's a group of people who help each other. So if you're going through it, they'll go through it with you. And then they also give back to the community. So they do food drives and they do hot meals and then they do clothing drives and things for women and stuff like that. So, and then there's LORE, London, Ontario, Reduce, Reuse, Recycle. They're amazing. They're on Facebook. They make mats for people on the streets out of milk bags. It was quite the inspiring story and I fell in love, so. Yeah.
So you're probably going to hear about some really interesting and innovative type of things that people are doing.
Yeah, it's kind of, actually LORE, the lady who started it, we had a phone conversation and I cried with her because, and it wasn't even to do with LORE, it was just her journey through LORE with herself and her cat. And we had recently just lost an animal over Christmas, so then it just kind of touched me, and I'm bawling on the phone, and she's bawling, and I'm like, oh, I'm crying. She's like, well, yeah. But it was good. Yeah. It's amazing. It's good to hear people take time out of their own day and do things for other people, because unfortunately we don't see a lot of it anymore. And I have kids, and I want them to grow up in this world so they know that it's okay to be kind, and there is kindness out there. Yeah.
So this is fun though, because if you know of a business, if Londoners know of a business that's doing something that's just kind, they can nominate them. Yeah, and then they'll get a write-up and be acknowledged and appreciated.
Yeah, that's like, I've known people throughout my life that just do things, and no one knows, or you just catch it, and you're like, and they're like, oh yeah, I do this every whenever, and I'm like, you don't want anything for it? And they're like, no, I don't care, I just do it because I want to. And I'm like, you should be recognized. So, yeah, anyone can nominate.
Well, Michelle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing what you do.
I appreciate that.
And I know that you're gonna bring a lot of smiles to a lot of faces.
I hope so. That's the goal. So,
thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Justice. And I'm Nia. And we believe dreams fuel revolutions. That's why we're engaging with Canadian icons and the causes they support. Join us for these inspiring conversations and find out how you can be revolutionary.
Hi, I'm Matt Loop, and I am currently on Jack Mornings with Stax, Megan, and Loop on Jack 102.3. But it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. I can't believe I was first introduced to volunteering at Rogers back when I was taking TV broadcasting at Fanshawe, and I've really been volunteering ever since. I love it when a show comes together. When I first started at Rogers, I was behind the scenes doing camera for sports broadcasts and in studio shows, but then I put a proposal in for a sketch comedy show called Channel Surfing, and then I went on to host some shows like What's Up London. I don't think they have a jumpsuit big enough for me. I wouldn't be where I am today without the wealth of experience that I got at Rogers. Not only did I get to improve my broadcasting skills in an actual environment, but as far as the sketch comedy went, it also helped my writing, my self-esteem. It also helped me on air as well. And now look where I am. I'm hosting a radio show. It's crazy.
Welcome to Treat Yourself on Rogers TV, where Terry and I go out to local salons and spas and have services done on us so that we can tell you all about them.
So that you can treat yourself.
Welcome back. Today, you'll be introduced to Mighty Love Entertainment, an LGBT-owned and operated weddings and corporate function entertainment service company. Say that 3 times fast. It's the first offering award-winning DJ and drag entertainment, and one with a long history in the event industry and the LGBT community. Owner Stephen D'Amelio is here to talk to us all about it. Welcome, Stephen.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a fantastic time to be here.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So tell us about your company, how it got started and launching and all of that wonderful stuff.
Yeah, so I launched Mighty Love Entertainment in December of 2022 now, or time is flying by. And I've actually been DJing for about 26 years now. I'm dating myself a little bit, and working with some fantastic companies based here in London, Ontario. And I just felt like it was time that not only a LGBT-owned wedding and entertainment services company is available, but also one that is able to provide something very unique and different. There's lots of fantastic DJ companies that provide lots of different unique entertainment, and I think we're really above the rest to try to offer drag entertainment and award-winning DJ services. So it was really an opportunity that I thought was necessary, especially today. And it has been something that I've been working on for quite some time, so I've been very excited about it.
Okay, and you said it launched just in the fall of last year?
Yeah, in December of just this past year, and we have about 6 events already, and then I'm working with AK Productions as well. We have a working arrangement with them as well, which is London's #1 voted DJ company. I'm also part of that team as well.
Oh, nice.
So it's just been really an opportunity that's been eye-opening because not only has it been people, members of our LGBT community that have reached out, but also members of all communities that have reached out. So it's been really, really nice to see.
Awesome. Okay, and so you're doing this, and you've launched this, and it's going fantastic, as we all knew it would. But you're also involved with Pride London. I believe you said yes. So tell us a bit.
Yeah. So I served as the originally I served as the governance and bylaw chair in 2019, and then I served as the first Black president of the organization in 2021. Sorry. Time is flying. 2020 and 2021. And then the vice president just this past year, where we had an opportunity to come back in live in-person events, which was just incredible. A really unique opportunity. I learned a lot while I was with them. Now I'm no longer on the board, but I serve as a presidential and vice presidential advisor. And it has been really rewarding. It's given me an opportunity to continue to connect with our community and work with various organizations. Actually, you and I hosted a program that Pride was a part of as well, the Essence and Culture Awards. And I'm really happy that there are new leaders and new individuals coming into the Pride movement and stepping up to that spot. And I'm really happy to make sure that I can be there for them.
Awesome, wonderful. Okay, so you said weddings for your business, right? Yes. But what other events would somebody hire you for? Yeah, so
I actually currently am booked for it's a gay resort called The Point. So I'm one of their headline DJs there. Okay. But I also do corporate events, corporate function events. We've worked with the police. We've worked with a number of organizations. Smashbox Cosmetics was one of them, actually, many years ago. And so really just working with various different organizations that are just looking to put on a fantastic event for whether it's the community or their employees or anybody, really. And of course, not just wedding celebrations and not just corporate events, but I've also done bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs, which has been really, really fun. I gotta admit, cultural events are really special to me. My background being Argentinian, Jamaican, and British really does allow me to understand that there's importance and something special in someone's culture. And so that really brings out a lot of fun when I'm doing events. But really any event that you could use drag or music entertainment, we'd be happy to be there for.
Oh, this sounds wonderful. It sounds like entertaining. Having worked with you and just hearing you talk, I just know that people will have a fantastic time.
I try to tend to tell myself that. Yes, it's been, like I said, it's been a long time coming, and I've been doing radio and I've been doing festivals, and so I just thought, this is an opportunity to really connect with our community and beyond our community as well. So,
wonderful. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's a wrap. I want to thank all of our guests for being here today, and I'm asking you to please go and visit their social media pages and/or attend their events and/or consider supporting their businesses to show your support. At the very least, like, comment, and share this episode with your networks to get the word out. I look forward to being here again with you next week, and until then, be well, stay safe, and take care.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Monday nights, a winner with Optimus TV Bingo on Rogers TV. With a weekly prize board of $3,000, the money raised funds projects to help the youth in our community. You can pick up your cards at over 90 locations across London, and for only $2, you get 6 chances to win. Watch, play, and win every Monday night at 8 p.m. with Optimus TV Bingo on Rogers TV, or streamed live at rogerstv.com.
Being stuck in your home during this pandemic also means you have a home. Waiting in line for groceries means you have money for groceries. The